Shut up and sit down.
So before we weld this one in, we gotta make sure it's leveled with the rest of the body. So what I did was I put a piece of square tubing up here, and I got a digital degree measuring. So let's zero this one. So it doesn't matter if the body is not exactly leveled. You just want because you can zero the gauge. So if it's zero up here, then it needs to be zero down here before I weld it. So just move this one. Oh, it's heavy with one arm, one hand. I had to put some distance, some blocks here, so it doesn't touch over there by the spare tire. And as you can see, 0.1 degree. And if I bend this up a little bit, I think that's good enough, right? 0.1 degree. That's good enough for me. So we can just start welding this back together. Perfect. I guess that's it. I lower this 20 millimeters, and I did for the frame rails here. I haven't welded these in the back on the back because I'm going to tip the body to do that. But some other things I need to weld in the back too, so I'm waiting with that. But this is after I grind all the welds, it's gonna be like this. That was just a test here to show you guys. So all the welds, it's not gonna look like it looks right now. It's gonna be looking good. So let me put the camera on the tripod and flip this down and see if it fits. Okay, this is it. You still with me? Let's get some bolts. That's it. Bolted on. Oh, it looks so much better now. When the rear end doesn't stick down if the car is the right way and sticks up the way it is now too much. I checked this, see if this is level. Put that on there. 0.2 degrees. That's not even half a degree. So there are the front subframe and the top part of the rear subframe here are at the same height. I have to live with that. I can't do anything better than that. But I'm happy with it. There was a lot more modifications than just the frame rails here. I showed you in a video. Let's hang up some suspension parts and then see what kind of suspension travel I got. How much I added. It was 65 millimeters before, so let's see.
Shut up and sit down.
There it is, upside down, but I even bolted these on here to see where the wheel comes in the fender well, but all the bushings are completely gone. I need new bushings and tighten everything to know exactly, but I'm gonna flip it over, put the jack under, and we'll see where we are. Where we at? Be right back. So there we go. This is about the space I want between the fender and the wheel. Don't forget, I gotta widen the fenders so it covers the wheel. Can't drive around like this, it's not legal. I won't get it past inspection. So, but that's about what I want between the fender and the wheel. Maybe a little bit higher, but we'll see. So anyway, how much did we gain under here? Oh, let's sneak in here. $90. It was 65, and now I got 90, or 85 at least. I'm happy with that. Oh, I'll get out of here. But this wasn't easy to gain those 20 millimeters. This is what it looks like from the trunk, where I had to cut out. And also I had to cut extra here because the sway bar is going here. So I had to cut out extra there. And I also had to cut off, to walk around here, I had to cut these off from here because you don't take the wrong one. Yeah. See, when those 20 millimeters I gained, got it higher up. But this doesn't matter. That's the upper shock mount for the two-wheel drive 850. The four-wheel drive, they had the shocks mounted here with rubber bushings. So this one has no effect on an all-wheel drive Volvo because the shocks are mounted here. The two-wheel drive have them mounted up here, you know, with the bar over. The all-wheel drive have it mounted here. I'm gonna put these back. I'm just gonna extend them so they reach down here and then weld them back on, because I do planning of having a strut bar between these two. This one over there. It's gonna be a strut bar. I'm having one in the front too. But so I do plan on putting them back. I just need to extend them so they fit. But so I didn't only have to cut the kind of subframe or frame rails. I had to cut these out. And what else did I have to do? Oh yeah, I had to let me get some distance here. On this one, it's like a U in aluminum that hugs the frame rails. On the back side, I had to take off 10 millimeters, but it didn't make that much of a difference because you see the thickness of it. It's like 40, so you still have 30 left on the inside. And I also welded a washer in here to level this out. So now it's completely leveled. And it's tighter up now, higher up. It's actually the bottom piece of the rear subframe is the same height as the lowest piece on the front subframe. So if the front clears a bump or something, the rear will clear it because they're the same height. So it was a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it. I'm sorry that I didn't have time put the diff clamp in it and check for the prop shaft, the drive shaft. So that's gonna have to be the next time. But I wanted to show you guys at least this what I gained. So now I got 85, 90 millimeter suspension travel upwards instead of 65. That's a huge difference when it comes to suspension. It doesn't sound much in numbers, but it's a huge difference in. And also now the lower control arms before, they were kind of leveled, flat. Now they're actually leaning a little bit in the right direction. And then it depends. When I do the fenders and get the right wheels on there, we'll see. This distance might be even more. We'll see what it looks like when everything is on there. So I'm not doing the springs, the springs that's gonna sit on the car for so I'm not doing those springs until I got the wheels and whited fenders and all that stuff on there, so I can see exactly. And I do that on the lift outside. It's really easy to replace the springs on this rear suspension. Really easy. Well, I guess that's it. So the next video, I do the differential, put it in there, and probably cut up the, I don't know if I'm gonna replace the rocker panels before I cut it open in the middle. I mean, I have brand new ones, and I'm afraid if I cut it open in the middle, because the rocker panels are so bad, that it kind of become a banana. So I think I'm gonna do the rocker panels before I cut it open. But I can put the differential in it, and I can cut it open here for the flange, you know, the back there. I need to cut this open here because it needs to come higher up. So I can put the differential in there, I can cut this open, and I can make the support for the front mount there. That I can do. And then I start with the rocker panels. You see, all this gonna be fixed too, but I'm waiting and do everything on the inside. Same in the front here. Everything in the inside I do at once. So I do what I can underneath first of all now. I also gotta get on the attic and pick up, like get the 850 handbrake. And I saved the, you see here was the handbrake on the 460. So where the 850 sits, the handbrake, the kind of the tunnel that it was sitting on, I saved that. To get, you know, to have the mounts. So I have that on the attic. I need to get that. The tunnel. I don't need the handbrake itself, but I need the tunnel to see here. And then then I have this issue too, that these are the mounts for the seats. So I can't widen the tunnel as much, you know. I have to consider these mounts because the other one is here. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. I want to keep those. We're going to do this as simple as possible. So I mean, I have other chairs or seats. I mean, it's not a chair. I have other seats, but I saved the mounting brackets from the 460. So I adopt that mounting bracket to the new seats, and I can bolt it in the same locations. So somehow I gotta do the tunnel around these. Hopefully, like if I get it up straight up here, hopefully that's enough to clear the drive shaft. It's clearing in front here. That's not a problem in the front. It's the rear. I know it's in the other side, but it doesn't matter. So if I can make the tunnel more of a square, I'm hoping that's going to be enough to clear it. But I'm going to do the rocker panels first before I cut it open in the center, in the gut. But anyway, I got the rear end where I want it now. Oh, it was a lot of work, but I'm happy I did it. I wasn't happy with it before, but this is much better. It's not really exactly where it's supposed to be, but it's better. Ooh, and I didn't think about one thing. Damn, I hope that's gonna work. Shit. This is what I didn't think of. This one. This is the trailer arm, keeping the lower. Oh, I lost the word now. Control arm, the lower control arm, so it doesn't spring back, you know, when you ride in bumps and stuff. If a bump hit the wheel really hard here, the control arm is not supposed to move backwards. That's what this is for, trailing arm. So anyway, when I lower this 20 millimeters, this should have followed 20 millimeters lower. If you're gonna go after factory mounting. But since it's just a trailering arm, blah, 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 I don't think it matters. I mean, before I turn the camera on, I push the control arm down all the way so the upper control arm hit the subframe, and it clears here. It doesn't touch here or anything. It's clear. It clears that. So I don't think it's gonna make a difference. But I'm gonna measure. Man, I think I got it. I think I got this one where it's supposed to be. I think so. So anyway, what do you guys think? You think it matters? The bushings are all gone. It is so 40,000 mile bushings. They're all going to be replaced, but they're worn out. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you think. If it's going to make any difference for the trailer arm. That is 20 millimeters higher than factory. Appreciate you watching. That's it for this episode. See you on Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, don't forget, subscribe. Help me a lot. Bye.